Harsh, and welcome to the comprehensive guide on make.com functions. So, like over the last 2 years, I have relied on make.com to automate various aspect of my work, and then I have optimized the operations side of things using the make.com, and it's been instrumental in generating significant revenue for myself and for the companies that I have worked with in the last 2 years in the automation side. Now, again, in this video, I will provide a detailed walkthrough of the functions available on the make.com, starting from the basics and moving to more complex operations as well. So yeah, let's start with the video. And now the next category of the function is the date and time. So again, this is very important category of the functions because this is something that we are going to use all the times in our make.com workflow. At least I'm using it all the times whenever like I have to deal with invoices or the things that are related to financial, where like or things related to project management, right, where I have to deal with basically the time, the duration, the amount and everything. I'm using these functions quite often, right? So basically the first function in this particular category is timestamps. Again, this is basically a variable. You can like consider that as a function as well, but again, if you want to use this, so basically timestamp is nothing but the number of seconds since the January 1, 1970, right? So basically it will give you the count of the seconds from Jan 1, 1970 up till now, right? So let's save it and let's look at that how many seconds up till now from Jan 1, right? Which is like you can count it basically. I'm not going to do that because I'm not that strong in maths again, right? So yeah, so this is quite I'm not using it very much. Again, instead of timestamp, I'm using now function, where let's say if I have to perform some dynamic date and time things, right? So then in that case, I'm using now, which is basically what it return the current date and time. Again, not just date but also like a time in a format where like in a make.com format, right? So basically let me show you how that looks like. So you can see Feb 25, 2025, 10:41 a.m. Right. So this is the format in which make.com gives you or provide you the now date and time, current date and time, basically, right? So again, this is you're going to use every time. This now function is very useful. Just remember that, because in further in this video we are going to use this now function with a few other functions in order to see how that works, right? And then where can you use that. Now again, there are a bunch of other functions like add seconds, add minutes, add hours, basically, right? So all of these function will use in conjunction with now function. So how, let's look at it. So for example, add seconds. So what we can do, basically we can add seconds to the current date and time, right? So basically let's say 6 seconds, which means 1 minute more, right? And then if we run this, as you can see 43, and now right now it is 40 10:42, but it shows you 43, which means we have added 60 seconds, means additional 1 minute, 1 minute we have added into that, right? Again, this is something that we are not going to use quite often, add seconds, add minutes. But again, add hours, add days, add months is like very useful functions, right? So another one is add minutes, and let's use that with now as well. So let's say if you want to add 5 minutes, and right now it's 10:43, and if we run this, it will 10:48, right? Feb 25, 10:48 a.m., which means it has added 5 more minutes to the current time, right? Then we have add hours, right? So basically, let's say there are some situation where you have to send or you have to basically send messages every 5 hours or every 6 hours in order to follow up on something. In that case, you can use this function, right? So let's see how that works. Again, very simple and straightforward. Let's see if I add 5 hours to that, which means 10 to you have to count from 10 to 5, right? So which means 15, 43 or 44 something it will make, right? So as you can see 3:45, which means 15:45 p.m. Again, this is not showing you in that 12, 13, 14 format, right? And the next function is my one of the favorite function, which is like add days, and I'm using it all the times in my workflows where I'm like creating a system around invoice management or system around project management, right? Where like I have to send invoices at particular day from the fixed day, right? So let's say if right now it's now, and if I add 5 days from now onwards, it will return the date which is like 5 days ahead from current date, right? Which is like March 2, and right now today is the 25th Feb, right? So yeah, same way with add months and add years, right? Now let's also like this is also like similar to set seconds. Set second is also like similar to add seconds. Set minute is also like similar to set add minutes, right? Set hours, same way. Set is quite very important. Where like if you so this is something a very common request that I get whenever like I am working on clients projects, or whenever like I'm working on my internal projects as well. So I got this request that hey Harsh, so basically I want to set up a date for in every month for my invoice sending invoices, right? When I want to send invoices on, let's say, 25th of every month, or like 28th of every month, right? So in that case, what exactly you do? So basically you have to use this set date function. Whereas like this add date function, what it will do, it will basically add up the date. Let's say right now today is 2nd March, and then if you add 15 days to that, which the output will be like 17 March, right? But again, in opposite to that, if you use the set date function, so basically it will set the date. Let's if you define that 28, then on every month, in every month, it will then set the date to 28, and then you can then basically add any sort of action that you want to take on that particular day using this particular features or function you want, what you want to call it, right? So let's look at that. So now no, not right like this now, and let's if we set 28, and if we run this, see, so it's set to 28 Feb 2025, right? So then now you can have this particular function in your system, and you can every time call this function whenever like you want to send something on a fixed date every month. You can use this function. So I hope this is very much clear. Again, there are a few other functions which are like similar to set date, which is set month, set year. Let's say if you like, let's say want to create a, yeah, if you like every year, if you want to send something on a particular month which is like fixed every year, you can use this function set here. Then there are another two features or the functions which are like very very popular, and then also like one of the most useful functions out there, right? So one of them is format date, and another one is parse date, right? So let's first use format date. So let's say right now you are basically getting a date in like March 28, comma 2025 colon, and then the time, right? And now we want to convert it on that to date only. You just want to see the date. You don't want to see the timing, right, of that. What you can do basically, you can then set the format like you are seeing here. You can set like YYY MMDD DDMMYY MMDDYY. So like that's up to you. Basically, what actually you want to do, you want to, let's say, first put month and then date and then year. That's up to you totally. You can also like put some put for the first month in the middle and the year in the end, right? So let's say I want to like first put month, then date, then year, right? And then I close this formula. And yeah, as you can see, we got first is the month, second is the date, the third one is the year, right? Again, let's say if you want to do this, if you want to put days, and you want to have a whole entire month, year, right? In that is what you can do. Second Feb 25 2025, right? So yeah, so this is how you can format the date. So basically where this function is useful, so let's say there are let's say if you're working with APIs where like the format of the date is completely different than what you are getting in the make.com. So in that case, you can use the function to format that in a way that the date is will be basically following the exact format that that particular APIs or the third party system or the tools are using, right? Otherwise, what happens? What happens? So if you pass the exact date in a format that make.com has, it will not then you cannot use that in your APIs or in your in third party tools, right? So basically, then the scenario won't work, and it throws error to you, right? So basically, to avoid that, always use format date, and then prior to that, always make sure you know that which format is working really well with your APIs or the system or the tools that you are using, so that you know like in which format we have to convert the date and everything, right? So yeah, that's the format date, and the last one is parse date, right? Again, what it does, it basically convert any date into the date and time function. So let me put that okay, 30/034/2024, right? And then if I put this day right? And if I run this will then return April 30, 2024, 12 a.m., right? So it returns the date and time completely. So this is also like again very useful where like you want to, let's say from any API, you want to store or you want to like pass a date to make.com. You can convert that using parse date formula or the function in the make.com basically. So yeah, I think that's all about the date and time category function category. So in the next video, what we will looking at, we will then look at the functions that are working with arrays, right? So we're looking at join, length, key, slice, and everything. So basically, this is a series where I'm like going to walk you through each and every functions available in the make.com, and then their importance, and then how you can use that functions. And then in the last video will be about how you can use all of these functions in a real time application, right? So that is also there is also one video about that, which is quite going to be a lengthy video, but still very helpful and insight video that will be. So yeah, I hope you get some value out of this video. If yes, like this video and subscribe to this channel, because on this channel I'm posting more such videos in the upcoming days. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye. First of all, if you have watched this video, okay, hey, first of all, if you have watched this video up till this point, congratulations, you are a great learner. You are very serious about your career in AI and automation. So basically, if you find anything valuable that helps you in your automation journey, hit the like button below, share this video, and subscribe to this channel, so that I can reach to more people who are like interested in learning or more about AI and automation and everything. And also in future, if you want to receive a notification about such videos, please hit that bell icon so that you can get a notification every time I post a new video on YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching this video entirely. I will see you in next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.